When the PDPR is started on January, my students face problems that they cannot do an experiment based on the syllabus. I asked them to watch the video from the YouTube and read the steps of the experiment from textbook. But they find it is very difficult to understand and quite boring. So from that situation, here comes an idea to make Expirilab, an experiment application from Nurul Zuraini and my friends Noriza Awang and Maisarah Sophia. This research is to build an experiment application to help students understand the experiment step by step and to study the effectiveness of the application to student understanding in doing an experiment. The application also provides a quiz on how to make the experiment report. How this idea come out? Here is the research background. Because of the COVID-19 breakout through the world, it has changed the implementation of teaching and learning process in education system. In order to control the pandemic from becomes worse, Movement Control Order or MCO is enforced, including Malaysia. Students have to learn from their home. For subject in science, especially chemistry in secondary school, they need to do a practical or experiment. Learning experiment through video or textbook is quite boring. We acknowledge our Form 5 students in SMK Anderson and SMK Datuk Haji Abdul Wahab facing a huge problem by just gain the content from book. Almost all of our students spend 16 hours of their time with smartphone. So, we have done a survey to know what really they need in order to learn an experiment and gain optimal knowledge. Hence, the research objectives are to help Form 5 students of Form 5 STEM at SMK Anderson and SMK Datuk Haji Abdul Wahab understand better the step of doing an experiment. Secondly, to help the student explore on their own the steps from the beginning how to conduct the experiment. And lastly, the objective is to enhance the science process skill of the students. Based on the literature review that is reported by Fletcher on 2003, it is said that in United Kingdom, the students fully support the use of smartphone and mobile application in learning. So we apply quantitative research method in our research design. We use survey research technique. Our research participants are science stream students of Form 5 from SMK Anderson and SMK Datuk Haji Abdul Wahab, and also from the result of the pre-test and post-test of acid and base.
Puan Nurul, I will continue about the findings and results we got in our studies. Let's look at the graph obtained. The first graph shows 19 out of 43 students don't like to do experiment at home at all. We think this is something dangerous because they will also go through the practical examination in SPM later. How can we help them? We plan to have something to do with this. Students are representing the community of 3 schools, which showed 44% of them choose not to do the experiment at home. Let's take a look on the second results. Second Mentimeter shows that 85% of 54 students choose to learn experiment through apps. We don't want to kill their skills by burdening them. Other than that, we have also made a pre and post test of using these apps. Look at what's in the test data. Before using the apps, most students achieve less than 10 marks, while the post test showed most students achieve more than 10 marks after using the apps. It shows the magic of using apps, right? Let me bring you to the world of our apps. This feature app shows 3 subjects. However, we only have time to fill in with chemistry subjects. So provide forum space for users to interact virtually, so we can interact at any time, anywhere. Learning videos provided by innovators also include in these apps. It will help the students to discover easily and quickly. Still many deficiencies in these apps, such as apps cannot cover all topics, only consist chemistry for time being, and lack of quiz. There are no weaknesses that cannot be overcome with innovation. We suggested to add more experiment in the apps, overcome with the innovation, add up physics and biology, also included more quiz in the apps. Conclusion. We must run the learning process by using digital and technology, as I believe there is an expression from Ali bin Abi Talib that is quite phenomenal about the education of the children. Teach your children according to their time, because they live in their time and not your time. Indeed, they were created for their time, while you were created for your time. That's all. Thank you.